Well, hello, it's Eric from On Top Gaming. It's been a while since I've done a blog or done anything. Um, we are recently in my old house where we used to live. Back in December, we had a house fire and we lost a good amount of stuff, excuse me, and I can't speak because I have this like tooth pain like comes in and out. But uh, we we had a house fire back in December of 26 last year, obviously, and prior to that, we just been having some horrible downs and some ups and downs and whatever, and we're trying to get back on our feet slowly and trying to not to keep our heads down and whatever, and moving forward and whatnot, and yeah, back in December 26th, we had this house fire. I'm gonna see if I can put it. All that is gone. Now, we don't live in a very nice, fancy, or we don't have a lot of money to afford an actual big house or an actual house. We live in a mobile home community, and in this mobile home community, we have people that that make money and they have nice cars and whatever, but we don't have that, unfortunate. I work, or I used to work, on a paycheck by paycheck, and I used to make whatever I made and try to, enough to where my family was okay. You know, I'm not a guy where I want to be ambitious and have more that I don't have or I can't afford or whatever. We had enough. My wife works, and everything was okay until this one day. On December 25th, we had a little bit of rains. And on this little bit of rain was enough to actually leak down the house through the edge of a wall and cause a short. And when it caused a short, it caused a fire, as you can see in my background. All that is gone. We had a brand new Samsung refrigerator, Samsung dishwasher, Samsung stove, brand new. Nice refrigerator, nice stove, nice stuff. And we lost all that. We lost every single thing. But that is a brand new plasma 44-inch TV. Just had come out of the box. Not even a month old because I got it on Black Friday. And it was gone. That day, on the 26th, we had opened our gifts like any human being for Christmas on the 25th. And on the 26th, we left, or my kids left all their toys next to the Christmas tree and left whatever little things that they had. With, like I said, I'm not rich. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to make anything. I'm just blogging because I promised to blog and whatever. And they lost all their Christmas gifts. They lost all their toys. They lost all their things. And it feels horrible because now that they did that, they lost all their toys and whatnot. I had nothing to show or nothing to give them. And then I had nowhere to go. I have a sister that's here from Baltimore. We stayed 2 nights with them, and it was fine, but it's not the same. You have kids. You don't want to be living in the living room. You don't want to be staying in a living room and whatever. And it was a little hard. We lost everything, from shoes to clothes to their toys to beds to everything. But where we really lost the most and it really hurted us the most was we had or we have two dogs, or had two dogs. We had a Siberian Husky. Her name, or his name, is Zeus, and we have, or had, a Australian Shepherd that I picked up when she was only a puppy, and she was abandoned by the owner and the mom. I found her and I picked her up, and ever since then, she was my baby girl. Um, she was with us for more than, let's see, 7 years now, 8 years almost was going. And July would have been her 8th year. The day of the fire, what happened was that she panicked, and when she panicked, she, instead of running out with my family, and my wife is pregnant, so she really couldn't just grab her, go back and grab her. My wife barely focused on getting, my kids out, my girls out, and getting herself out safe. But she remembered that Marley, that was the name of the Australian Shepherd that we lost, stayed back in the house. So when she stayed back in the house, she tried to get back in, but they didn't allow her. Unfortunately, she passed away by suffocation of the smoke of all this pink stuff, whatever the heck it's called. I forgot it's called. And she suffocated. That's something that material things, I don't care. You can buy those things later. But when you lose a family member, because she wasn't just a dog, she was our family. She was our daughter. And she was our family member. And when you lose somebody like that, it's hard. It's hard because she's been with us for thick and thin. She was very obedient. She was very cooperative. She never gave any problems. She never bit anybody. She never ran off. It was the most perfect dog you can possibly imagine. We lost her in that, but at the same time, we lost the house and we lost so much stuff. And this whole year has been crazy. The beginning of the year, back in December 26th of last year, of 2015, my wife, I had to take her to the hospital. Now, this is how weird it is. I had to take her to the hospital on December 26th of 2015. She stayed there all the way until January 20th. And on February 10th, if I remember right, I had to go to the hospital and I had to get an operation. She had an operation on the 26th and I had to go to the hospital. Now, that's just the beginning of the year. Now, that's just the beginning of 2016 and the beginning of the ending of 2015. And when all that happened was on that days. And now in this year, our house burnt down on December 26th, which was the most weirdest thing ever because, like I said, my wife was in the hospital and she had an operation done and all that stuff, and all those days are about the same. And it's crazy because even the hour, because I remember that she had an operation around 8 o'clock and the fire started here on December 26th at around 8:20, 8:30s, and all that happened. But yeah, we haven't had a very nice 2015, ending of 2015 or 16, and 17 has been a little bit bumpy. I was working at a Buffalo Wild Wings here in Georgia, and I was there for almost 2.5 years now, or 2 years and some change. I liked it. It was fun. It was a nice environment. People were cool. I went to work at Buffalo Wild Wings in California for getting into management training as a shift lead, and then working my way up. When that happened, I was gone. In 2015, I was gone for 6 months. and I was working over there, and everything was just going smooth. I actually had enough money to support even, more things than I possibly could afford. I had enough money for my family, enough money for my kids. I was sending my wife money every other week, and we were doing good. We were working good, and we were making it. But some things changed, and I had to come back to Georgia. So I went ahead and I came back to Georgia. And when I came back to Georgia, we noticed a lot of things not going our way. My ex boss from Buffalo Wild Wings, he kind of changed his mind and the way I was doing and I was operating as a manager, and the way I was working as a manager. He didn't see the way that I was doing it, because I'm a person that, if I see you're working hard and you're doing your job correctly and you're not complaining like most people complain about their hours and they want to work, then I'm going to give you those hours, and I'll make sure that you're going to have your 40 hours a week and make sure you have what you want, because those are the people that are worth investing in, and people that are worth, talking to and spending your time with, as in work related. And my boss didn't really see it like that. He saw it as preference between people. He saw it as this person, because I like him, even though he was lazy or he was whoever, he will give him preference as in hours, give him preference as in money, give him raises and stuff like that. And when the day came that I had to be a manager, from assistant manager to management, they went ahead and they told me that it was going to be until the beginning of this year, and that if I wanted to, that I had to, study a little bit more and, take some tests that they have, some stupid tests, something that you really didn't think that you're going to need to know when you're a manager, and things that really doesn't make any sense, as in what the hell is they're talking about, or what the hell you're selling, because the all they sell is wings and beers. But well, point is that I didn't get the position because I was too expensive. I was making $16 an hour, and the person that got hired on for that position is making $13 an hour right now as a manager. And I'm 30 years old. I have kids. I have responsibilities. I may not have a lot of things, but I have things that I'm proud of. And making $13 an hour was when I was 18 or 19 years old or whatever. Right now, I got to be at least making 15 to $20 an hour. That's something that I need to focus on. And especially when you have kids. But yeah, they went ahead and they let me go, even though they know my situation or what's happening right now. I lost my house. Like I said, it wasn't much for a lot of people. Maybe they're fun of it. I don't care. But it wasn't much. It was my house. We were comfortable. We were enjoyable. We were happy. And we lost the house. We lost a family member and things like that. And I lost my job. Thankfully, my wife is working, but she's pregnant and she's working, and that's something that she's not supposed to. She's making, 45 hours every week, and she's barely making things. And I have a car. We have a car, a nice little 2013 Camry. The payments on the thing is too expensive for her. I can't make her pay things like that. I'm not going to make her things pay like that. So I'm going to go ahead and let it go. And I'd rather walk to wherever I need to go than to see her suffering and making ends work. And I'd rather do the right thing, which is let her work her regular hours if she wants to, and not be forceful to pay something that she can't afford. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. I guess things change, things happen. Sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worst. And in this case, well, let's see where it goes, because we still haven't finished this year. We just started. It's crazy, but it is what it is. Hopefully I start making more blogs. I put more videos out there. I'm gonna put videos of the community that's helping us out right now. Us and me and my family. They're helping us out. They're helping us remodel this new place that we got, and hopefully we'll be able to get it to where we need to get it, and get there. Right now it's been a bumpy road. It's been crazy for everybody. But we're trying to make things end, make ends work, and we're trying to make sure that I'm trying to make sure that my family's not gonna go through something that, some hardship, and I'm trying to keep my head up. Hopefully, and thankfully, this church community is helping us out as much as they can, and we're not alone. And let's see what happens. But yeah, a lot of the rooms that are damaged are mostly my kids' rooms, my room. I lost all my clothes. I lost my brand new bed, a Tempur-Pedic bed that I had to get for my back. A lot of clothes that I had are gone. A lot of things that I had were gone. But it is what it is. Like I said, the most that hurted me the most was me losing, my daughter, basically, my little girl. But it is, it is what it is, I guess. And all I can do now is keep moving forward and try to wish for the best for myself and for my family, and try to keep it up, But yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is. This is Eric from On Top Gaming. Sorry I made a blog this big, and 17 minutes of probably your time is wasted to some people or whatever, and I really don't care. If you watched it, thank you. I don't care if you subscribe or not. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to make any kind of bargains with anybody or whatever. Subscribe if you want to. Like it if you want to. Don't like it if you don't want to. Don't subscribe it if you want to. It don't matter. I'm gonna try to this time. I'm gonna really try to make some blogs of my dog. Zeus is his name. It's a husky. I'll show you in a minute. Make blogs of what I'm doing to this new house. Show you the interior. Show you my plans and show you what's happening. Like I said, I don't have a lot of money. I can't afford a big house like some people can, and they're gonna make fun of or whatever. I can only afford what I can only afford and get what I only get. It is what it is, I guess. And I hope you guys liked it, watched it. Thank you for listening, and I'll start making more blogs later on. Have a good day, guys.